What's up, weirdos? What's going on, guys? Day 2 of crypto week. Altcoins are starting to turn green, guys. Altcoins are starting to turn green. I just had a little looky-loo over at my portfolio, and I'm up from where I was yesterday. So things look fantastic for continuation. And holy smokes, these nuts are being very generous today. Oh, we haven't had a lot of generosity out of these nuts over the last week. Oh, what's going on, guys? What is going on? How's everybody doing? I'm feeling good today. I'm feeling good. Oh, holy smokes, we got some super chats to get into right off the hop. Let's have a look at what we got here. Kevin dropping those 7 herbs and spices on me there. He says the swing trade paid for this and left enough to pay the Patreon for 10 years. Thanks, Rob. Hey, absolutely. Yeah, it's, you know what, guys, if you're in on the swing trade over on the Patreon right now, I mean, we're pretty close to close enough. You know, if you haven't taken profits yet, it might not be a bad time to do so. So, yeah. Or you can hang on a little bit longer to try to, hit that goal exactly. But, yeah. Thank you so much, Kevin. I appreciate you, man. We're going to try to get a lot more swing trades going on over there. So, buckle in, my friend. Buckle in. Strawberry Dragon, how was your car shopping with your wife? I can't wait. Yeah, it's going good. We're going to buy new vehicles probably next summer. Once we get Christmas out of the way and all that stuff. But right now we're just looking at we found like a used Jeep Wrangler 22 with only like 40,000 clicks on it. That's like 28,000 miles for you Americans. So that's for a really, really steal of a deal. So I think we might just go with the Wrangler for now till next year. So, but yes, thank you so much, Strawberry Dragon. Gamma Goddess in the house. There she is, guys. Happy Tuesday, Rob, fam. Let's get this money. Hell yeah. These nuts is just spraying super gifts all over the place, guys. Holy smokes. Thank you so much, These Nuts. You are appreciated. And These Nuts even was generous to herself as well. Absolutely awesome. Make sure you guys show your thanks, your gratitude to These Nuts for the gifted memberships. Gamma Goddess, ETH is holding 3K. Yes, it is. Absolutely fantastic. Where's ETH right now? Yeah, $3,000, almost $3,100 again. Alts are looking like they're turning green. I'm loving the psychedelic vibe. Very chill. Yeah, it's better than just silence, right? It's better than just the regular silence that we're used to. So I dig it, man. I dig it. Absolutely. Let's get into the chat a little bit before we get into the news and stuff, guys. See what's going on in La La Land. All right. So let me scroll up to the top here. Jamie, what's up, man? Good to see you. KD Motivation Daily, what's going on? Williams in the house. Good to see you, my friend. Cody says Toyota. Yo, yo, yo. Did you try to say yo, yo, yo and did it autocorrect to Toyota? That's awesome. Spuds, what's up, buddy? Quentin's in the house. What's going on, my friend? Mario, good to see you, man. Good to see you. OG, can you pull up Nadix chart and tell us what you think about its future? Should take less than a minute. Yes, I can pull it up. This is the only one I'm going to do, guys. There is a tab at the top of the chat that says goals, and you put your altcoin requests in the goals tab if you have an altcoin request. So I'll do this one unless you are a Patreon member. If you're a Patreon member, you don't need to use the goals tab. But I will do this one for you. Nadix. All right. Nadix has broken out of the falling wedge. We just need that snap to the upside here, as you can see. My target somewhere around 202. That's my end goal here for it. But you are looking at Yeah, you came right up here to your 236 and rejected off of it. Oh no, you didn't. Never mind. I missed that. You have not come up to your 236. So that's the first thing you need to do. But I think that once you do, guys, like this run to the upside, like I said, my target's up here above, way up above your 786. You could, in the short term, you could very well come up around your 618, around 2015, probably reject there, maybe consolidate in this range between your 50 fib at 2014 and 2015. That's kind of where I see it going in the near term. Crypto, good afternoon, Rob. Loving the swing trade. I can't wait for the next. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Carrie Ann, if you're considering joining the Patreon, do it. It's worth the community alone. So many amazing people with the best sense of humor. Absolutely, Karen. We have one of the best communities in crypto. That's exactly it. Not a single toxic person over there. It's so fantastic. What else do we have? We got another super chat to get into. Hookem, hey brother, can you look at the chart for Supra? Of course I can, man. Of course I can. Supra. We haven't looked at Supra in a long time. Let's clean it up first of all, because it's been so long since we looked at it. All right. Look at this consolidation. Holy moly. Get a bit of a hope spot here. A little bit of a hope spot and then came back down again. I would say you're definitely bottomed anyway, but Supra's been running very nicely. Very nicely lately. Let's go to... Let's have a look at our fibs from here. Short term, you're looking at... Yeah, look at that. You came up, you broke above your 50 fib, and then came back down below it. Looks like it's going to act as resistance. You tried to make your way up a little bit higher, but you failed. It's looking good in the short term, though. I wouldn't be surprised to consolidate right here between your 50 and your 382. Build up a bit of a bull flag before breaking to the, or a bull pennant before breaking to the upside. But if we zoom out a little bit further, I mean, look at that dump. That was artificial, so we're not going to go from there. Let's go from your high here to your low in the big picture. Yeah, you came close to your 236. You got to get above your 236 here at 2057. A nice break above there. Over here, back here, you rejected off your 382, came down, collapsed below. So this is prime. Even though it's run up over the last little bit, it's still a prime buying opportunity, in my opinion, for Supra. I mean, you go on a run on this, which I do think you're going to do after this massive consolidation, right? This massive downward consolidation. You even go up to your 786, you're looking at 1.5 cents almost, right? So yeah, there's a good run coming here on Supra, in my opinion. So Shannon, grateful for you, Rob. What's up, man? Thank you so much for supporting the channel, Shannon. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Where are we? Yo, Mars, what's going on? Another locals in the house. What's going on, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. Guys, as always, make sure that you're hitting the like and subscribe to the channel on the way in. We got a lot to talk about today, guys. It's an exciting day. Crypto week, right? Lots to get into. Later tonight, I think we're going to live stream the congressional hearing if you guys want. If you want to watch that, I think it's a good idea for us to watch that later tonight. What do we have here anyway? We got 263 people watching, and we have 81 likes. Let's get this to 200 likes, guys. We got it. We got it. H. Barbarina in the house. What's going on, man? David, good to see you, man. Zebek needs to quit playing with all of our emotions. Amen to that, man. Amen to that. Easy. Yo, I'm here. You're here. We're all here, regardless of the day and time. Yeah, the reason that I asked in the poll if I should move the live stream to 3 p.m., which is only 2 hours later than right now, right, is because I noticed that when I did a live stream yesterday at 3 p.m., it was about 3:30, I noticed that there was a lot more people here than there usually is at 1 p.m. So I was like, is it better for you guys for me to be live streaming at 3 instead of 1, 2 hours later? So let me know in the chat, guys. Make your presence felt, and I'll make it happen. Okay, I will make it happen. All right, where are we? I lost my spot. Okay, Crypto J505, what's going on? Hey guys in the chat, has there ever been a case where BTC dominance drops, alts run, then BTC pumps again? Crypto J505, what I would say is that when Bitcoin dominance falls, Bitcoin doesn't fall with it. That's not how it works, right? When Bitcoin dominance falls, Bitcoin's price continues going up, right? So the reason for that is because Bitcoin dominance reflects the price action, so to speak, of Bitcoin versus the altcoins. So when Bitcoin dominance is going down, that means that altcoins are outperforming Bitcoin in terms of price action to the upside, right? It does not mean that Bitcoin's going down. Bitcoin's still going up. Altcoins are just going up at a faster rate. So that's why the dominance falls, but it doesn't mean that Bitcoin's going down. So, you know what? I'll show you on the chart. I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. Okay. It's a good learning moment for everybody here, right? So why not? Let's have a look. Let's have a looky-loo. Okay, so we go to Bitcoin. Let's go to Bitcoin here. It's learning time with Rob. All right. So first, let's get rid of the M2. Everyone's going to ask what the M2. It's still just kind of holding steady up here. So M2 is looking good. So let's get rid of it for now. All right. So let's go back in time to the last bull run right here. Okay. This is the 2021 bull run. Let's switch to candles. All right. So now let's get rid of this. So here we go. Right here, you'll notice around December, right? I mean, earlier it started going up somewhere around October, but December, things started going parabolic here, right, for Bitcoin. Okay, so at the same time that happened, if we go back in time for Bitcoin dominance, as you can see right here, Bitcoin dominance, January, December, it started going down, right? December 2021, Bitcoin dominance started crashing to the downside, right? And it spent all this time from December all the way till May crashing, right? So in that time frame, when Bitcoin dominance was crashing, Bitcoin was going up, as you can see, December, right? That's because, again, altcoins were outperforming Bitcoin in price action. That's what that means. So I had someone else say that to me before when I was explaining that when Bitcoin dominance goes down, Bitcoin keeps going up. Somebody you could tell was new to crypto was like, you don't know what you're talking about. That doesn't make any sense. Oh, yes, it does, because I'm showing it to you right now, right? So, and then if in the same time frame, so that's December, if we go to the total 2, right, which is the altcoin market cap for back then, right here, what do we have? December 2020, right? December, sorry, I was saying 2021 earlier, but December, at the same time, altcoins start going parabolic at the same time as Bitcoin, right? So Bitcoin dominance was going down starting at the end of December. Bitcoin's price was going up, altcoin market cap was going up, and that's how it works. So hopefully you learned something here today. Or I just rambled for nothing. Lily, thank you so much, Lily. I appreciate you. Hey, Rob, can you talk about the difference between renounced contract and one that is not. Sure, let me find the best definition for it here. Let me have a looky-loo. Uno momento, por favor. Okay. Okay. So to sum it up as quick as I can in a summary, a renounced contract has its ownership primarily relinquished. For example, transferred to a null address, so no one can control it. So it is completely decentralized in a sense, right? There is no one controlling it. There's no one that can rug or change anything or anything like that, right? And a non-renounced contract retains ownership, so it's centralized. So it's basically just decentralized versus centralized. Does that make sense? Where are we? So Flo, Rick, what's up, man? Good to see you. CK Future Millionaire, planning to get another Nadix this week. There you go. Nice. Hoping it goes lower. I don't know, man. We're starting to run out of time here, man. We're starting to run out of time. Metal Detecting England in the house. What's going on? DMW, BCH. Nice. July. Where's my Quant family at? We love Quant, man. We love Quant. Joy, what's going on? Hey, Robin, Patreon family, let's hit those likes. Beebs, my dude, what's up, man? I am Jasmine. We're all Jasmine. Rob, you've grown so much over the years, from the days of only a few to this. You built an empire. I wish I built an empire. Yes, I remember the days of only like 10 people being in the live streams and stuff like that. Bitcoin dominance is falling. Yeah, we were just looking at it, but let's go back to the Bitcoin dominance and have a look. Look at that. Let's switch back to our line. Look at that. Nice little dippy do on Bitcoin dominance. Could this be time for the altcoins to go on not like the blow off top altcoin season, but maybe a small altcoin season where we see altcoins start to really go on a run to catch up to the price action that Bitcoin has recently gone on. That could be what's about to happen here with Bitcoin dominance coming down. It's still dropping. Holy smokes, look at it go. It's still dropping. And if we go to let's go look at the total 2 currently. Look at the total 2 climbing at the same time. Love it. Absolutely love it. Paul, good to see you, man. Good to see you. Jesse and James, let's get it. Today will turn green. I can feel it. A lot of alts are already turning green. But Bitcoin's back down to 16,250. So there's that. Go fast. The music makes me just a chill guy. There you go, man. There you go. These nuts. Sorry, been slacking on the gold hours. Been at work making dry powder. There you go. We forgive you. We love the generosity of these nuts. Rob, whatever happened to Big Kev? I don't know. I was wondering that the other day. I have not seen Big Kev, and I have not seen Holmes, or I also haven't seen Boomer in a while either. I don't know where those guys went. Crimson Crypto, hello fam. Spend the whole weekend relaxing at the beach, watching my portfolio fluctuating. No job, thanks to Rob. Join the Patreon. There you go, man. I love it. Jesse James says these nuts is the best. Absolutely. Don't plan on keeping that Wrangler. They're junk. They have a major corrosion problem. We plan on keeping it probably till next year, and then like next summer, and they'll probably just pass it down to. We have two daughters that just turned 17. Both of them just turned 17, so probably going to just give it to one of them, and then buy the other one a vehicle. You know, you always want to get your teens. You always want to get them a used vehicle at first, because they're going to ding it and ride it into the ground until they learn how to drive. So focus. Rob doesn't do push-ups. He pushes the earth down. Well played, sir. Well played. Nick Powell, what's up, man? If you're ever having portfolio problems, I feel bad. If you're having portfolio, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems, but a portfolio ain't one. Thanks to Rob and the Patreon, of course. There you go, brother. There you go. I dig it. Little Jay-Z for you. Got to kick that FUD off your shoulder, right? Danny, 3 p.m. Central. What time is that in the UK? I don't know, brother. Just Google it, man. Rod says these nuts are being very generous. Absolutely. Horace, state in Maine, check it in. Join the Patreon today. Yes, I saw that, brother. I saw that. Welcome aboard, man. Jay Money, we got Bulbasaur in the house. On my break, can only watch for a few minutes. Well, as long as you're here, man. As long as you're here, that's all that matters. Where were we here? Darren, I feel it in my gut, Rob. 130,000 by the end of Friday. That would be crazy, man. That would be crazy. Ty, good to see you, brother. Parallel Life in the house. Lily, good to see you, Lily. Rudy, is it still worth it to DCA into Pith? Oh, hell yeah. Are you kidding me? It's a prime opportunity to DCA into Pith. Prime opportunity. Do you think SEI can hit $1.50? Yes, I do. Richie Rich, I missed half the live stream due to lunch break. Damn those lunch breaks. J Money, if you did a live stream at 3 p.m., I'd be able to catch a part of it on my lunch break, so I can say it would help me. Nice. Lizzie, what's going on? Hey, you awesome fam. Anybody that isn't part of the Patreon, get your butts over there. What a great group of people. Awesome. Absolutely. Fridge, good to see you, buddy. Strawberry Dragons, what's the next support level for Bitcoin? You're probably, I don't think you're dropping much lower than, I mean, I could see you coming back down, honestly. Let's go back to the Bitcoin chart here. I could see Bitcoin coming back down and retesting the old all-time high here at about $111,675 roughly. You could retest that. So far, we're holding this bull pennant, though, as support pretty good. So we'll see. We shall see. Beebs, Rob, do you believe Bitcoin dominance has peaked for the cycle? Very, very possible, Beebs. It's very, very possible, yes. Thanks for the lesson, Rob. No problem, no problem. D's Nuts is spreading his love again. Dave, I will always be grateful for you trying to help myself and my family, but I will not say thank you to you. No problem, Lily, no problem. Will, soon Rob's viewer will be smashing 1 to 2K and more. This will indicate retail buyers that, yeah, well, views have been going up steadily lately because the market's going up, right? It's funny how the views go down with the market going down and they go up with it going up. Mr. Johnny, what's going on, buddy? Ray, good to see you, man. Good to see you, brother. Metal Detecting England, let's go, Jasmine. Pes P. Hey, Rob, would like to know the BTC risk level and does it have any impact on alts? How to determine out the markets? You're going to have to be a little more specific than that. I'm hoping we see Jasmine hit 5 cents in the alt season. How about you, Mr. Johnny? Moto, what's up, man? Been a minute. Scoop some more Zebek earlier. Nice. Yeah, Zebek's a good buy today. It's a good buy today. Clint, hey, Rob, could you take a look at SPA chart, please? Altcoin requests go in the goals tab at the top of the chat unless you are a Patreon member. Justin, can't wait to pay off my college debt. Let's go. Absolutely, man. Lucky to join, Rob. The BR period. At the BR period. There you go. I'm hoping for 15 cents. Billy Bob. Hey, Rob, Florida crew checking in. Nice. My Florida family in the house. C.A. Allen in the house. Jeffrey, D's Nuts doesn't teabag those Patreon memberships. Nice. Oh, what do we got? We got a super chat. Welcome. Quit being cheap and join the Patreon. The profit from my last swing trade has paid for my instant tier membership for 5 years. There you go, man. That's it. That's just it, right? That's just it. It's literally paying people's memberships, and it's, you know. Okay, let's get into some of the news, guys. We haven't even touched on the news yet. But first, what do we got? We got 333 people watching. Lucky number. We have 133 likes. Let's get those likes up to 200, guys, while we're covering the news. Do me that favor. That would be absolutely super fantastic. All right, let's get into it here. What do we have today? So we already looked at the M2. Trump. Online again. Check it out. Happy Crypto Week from Mr. Trump. The House will soon vote on a tremendous bill to make America the undisputed heavyweight champ. I mean, #1 leader in digital assets. Nobody does it better except Roman Reigns. They are the ones, after all. The Genius Act is going to put our great nation light years ahead of China, Europe, and all others who are trying endlessly to catch up, but they just can't do it. Digital assets are the future, and we are leading by a lot. Get the first vote done this afternoon. All Republicans should vote yes. This is our moment. Digital assets, genius, clarity. It is all part of making America great again, bigger and better than ever before. We are leading the world and will work hard with the Senate and House to get even more legislation on this passed. Let's freaking go. It is Crypto Week, guys. Get excited. Big things popping, little things stopping. What else do we have, guys? Bessent reveals the search for a replacement for Powell. Of course, it's going to buffer suddenly, right? Go figure. Let's refresh it and see what happens. It doesn't want to. Well, there you go. Doesn't want to. But the good news is we got, boom, we got the story anyway. Donald Trump launches official process for Fed Chair, U.S. Treasury Secretary, calls the extension to Powell. As is well known, President Trump has been calling on the Federal Reserve Chair, Jerome Powell, to cut interest rates and resign for some time. Powell stated that interest rate cuts should wait a little longer, while Trump stated that the time has come for interest rates and that delaying them would harm the U.S. economy. What do we got? We got someone spamming in the chat. Crypto bill just failed. Terms in Congress. BTC market going down. Rob for Fed Chair. Don't spam. I am Patreon member up. Okay, I'll check it out for you in a few minutes here, Clint. As interest and resignation tensions continue between the two, Trump began to look for another candidate to replace Powell. At this point, U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent said that the process of selecting Fed Chair Powell's successor has begun. Speaking to Bloomberg's surveillance program, Scott Bessent said the official process has begun to identify Powell as a potential replacement for Federal Reserve. That doesn't make any sense. Powell's going to replace Powell? That doesn't make any sense. Ramona, when do you think first profits will be able to be taken at the levels you recommend? I'm hoping by the end of August, Ramona. At the latest, I'm hoping the end of August. Speaking to Bloomberg surveillance, Scott Bessent said the official process has begun to identify Powell's replacement. Okay. The Treasury Secretary stated that the process will proceed at President Trump's pace. Bessent also noted that uncertainty surrounding Powell's tenure could have a negative impact on the markets and warned that Powell's continued presence beyond his term could create confusion in the markets. Traditionally, the Fed chair also steps down from his or her position on the board if he or she acts as a shadow Fed chair. It could create confusion. So I don't think we're going to see rate cuts till September, and we're not going to see Powell resign, in my opinion, either. But somebody's saying that the crypto bill failed, Gerardo. But we're going to live stream the congressional hearing tonight at 8 p.m. Central, guys. So make sure you guys, we're going to watch it in its entirety, just like we did the other night. So make sure you guys are here for that. All right, what else do we have? GOP bill efforts to trigger economic growth has merit.
All right, we have a big special guest on set with us for an extended conversation this morning. We are very happy that Ken Langone is here. Of course, he's the Home Depot co-founder. He's currently chairman and president of Invamed Associates. And Ken, it's been far too long. We have missed you. We've been looking forward to what you have to say this morning.
I thought you were doing what they do with the Indians, taking them out to a tree and say, die there.
No, we've missed you. And we've been working a long time to try and get a day work.
I know.
You see, we're all here.
I know, yeah, you're survivors. I'm impressed.
Andrew's here today.
And you haven't killed each other yet.
Yeah, sometimes Andrew would not be here when you just by coincidence.
And I think there's hope for Andrew.
I've noticed that too.
I had a nice chat with him last week.
Yeah.
And I honest to God think he's moving to see the light. He's all this
look at the alternative. Look at what the other side has become. I mean, come on.
He's naive, but he's not dumb. He sees what reality is. Okay?
Naive, not dumb. I'm gonna put that on my
take it in
my tombstone. Naive, but not dumb.
Boy, you're certainly not dumb.
I still want on my epitaph.
I wish I had your brain matter.
Really long.
That's really Warren, right?
Really old age. Yeah, that's what Warren always says. Ken, why don't we just talk about how you're feeling right now, what you see in the economy, what you see happening in the markets, what you think about the country, because it's been so long since we've gotten to check in with you.
If I told you how bullish I was, you wouldn't believe it. I have never been more excited about the future of America than I am right now, right this time, for a lot of reasons. Number one, like it or not, this guy's getting things done.
This guy meaning President Donald Trump?
Trump. He's a little pissed off at me because I had the audacity to say that on television about a few months ago that I was worried about it, if he won, that he'd engage in retribution. I'm happy to say I'm comfortable he's not doing that. He's acting presidential. I'm impressed with the people he's got around him. I had a nice chat with Kevin Warsh last week, and part of my positivity comes from my discussion with him. And you might have heard him on television. I think the American people are waking up. I think the world is a mess, but I think it's coming more to our direction than it was. I think that strike in Iran had significant symbolic meaning for the world, that America's here, and when our interests are at risk, we're going to do something about it. On the other hand, I'm terribly, terribly disturbed with the anti-Semitism that's going on in America, particularly among young people. That scares me. And I'm vocal about it. I'm very vocal about it because so much of my life has evolved around Jews, all to the good. Doctors, friends, business partners, you name it. And I don't understand the Jews sometimes, though. 30% of the Jewish vote voted for this guy last week in New York.
Mamdani.
After what he said, I mean, give me a break. I'm telling you, I got hope for this kid. This kid, we're gonna have him in a tent pretty soon. What else? I think that this big better bill, whatever the hell I call it.
One big beautiful bill.
Right. I was worried about inflation and I was worried about the deficit. I think there's a lot of merit to the notion that it's going to trigger such significant economic growth that we might see tax revenues going up through the profitability factor. And the other last thing is you can't keep America down. Don't forget that. We're the greatest country on earth and we'll always will be. And you just can't keep us down. And I'm looking forward to my 90th birthday in a couple of months.
Happy almost birthday.
Thank you, and I'm excited about it. I just wish I could figure a way out to live 90 more years because I think the best is yet to come. What more can I say?
You're like, in my view, you're like a walking George Bailey. If there was no Ken Langone in the world, it'd be a different place.
Oh yeah, oh God, come on.
In a good way.
I'm an accident. I'm an
Langone
accident.
Medical Center. I can't turn on
that's
TV
something.
without hearing
Let me tell
Langone.
you,
Look what you've done in your life, Ken.
if there's anything that's
unbelievable.
given me more satisfaction, other than my family and my wife, it's the medical center. I mean, what that
Well, I
place,
would hope
that
so.
place is crushing it like you can't believe. This guy that we had the wisdom to pick the leaders, Bob Grossman,
Right.
he's fabulous. And look at
Just new.
where we stand. Yeah, I mean, the thing I really love the most is when people from other medical institutions call us and say, can we come to New York and sit with you? We'd like to know how you guys did it. We were on our ass. Don't forget, when I took this job 26 years ago, we were,
As the chairman.
as
at
chairman,
NYU.
we were 68th or 69th. Number one now.
Number one, man. I'm number one at something. Probably. What else do we have? Let's get into it here. Dadsky, what's up, man? What a real one, man. There you go. Randall, is there supposed to be a meme coin season like an altcoin season? Not necessarily. Meme coins, see, narratives pump as we go, right? So meme coins are not going to be like a meme coin season, but meme coins will pump at some point together, just like AI will pump together and so on and so forth, right? But I wouldn't necessarily call it a meme coin season. I know some YouTubers call it that. It's just a fun way of kind of saying meme coins are popping off, right? Real Infinite Crypto. Hey, Rob, just came across your channel. Would love to collaborate. Cool. I'm always down to collaborate, man. I'll have a looky-loo over at your channel there when I have a moment. Let me just write it down here so I don't forget. There. I'll go have a look at your channel there, man. I'm always down to collaborate. Jeffrey, thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, my dude. Yoshi, hey, Rob, you still think Muria has still... Yeah, yes, I do. Yes, I most certainly do. Best spot to DM you would be Twitter? Yes, that is the best spot to get a hold of me over on X. Yes. All right, let's get into it, guys. Retail Bitcoin demand outpaces miner supply. Retail Bitcoin demand is creating a noticeable supply crunch. According to recent data, smaller investors, often categorized as shrimps, less than 1 Bitcoin, crab 1 to 10 Bitcoin, and fish 10 to 100 Bitcoin, are collectively acquiring around 19,300 Bitcoin per month. In contrast, Bitcoin miners are only producing 13,400 Bitcoin per month, leading to a growing imbalance. This accumulation by retail players significantly outweighs new supply, quietly fueling upward price momentum. So you have institutions accumulating via ETFs and stuff. You have retail. Retail alone right now is outpacing the amount of Bitcoin being mined every month. So supply and demand crunch is coming, guys, right? While institutional investors and whales often make headlines, it's the smaller holders who are currently driving Bitcoin's demand. The consistent accumulation by retail buyers signals growing confidence in Bitcoin's long-term potential and increasing awareness of its limited supply. As these smaller investors scoop up more Bitcoin than is being mined, available supply on exchanges continues to drop. This phenomenon often precedes major bull runs, as seen in previous cycles. I'm telling you guys, it's coming, man. It is coming. With demand outstripping supply, Bitcoin appears poised for another breakout. Historically, such supply squeezes have led to rapid price surges. If this trend continues, Bitcoin could soon reach or surpass its previous all-time high. Now, let's go real quick and have a look at the liquidation levels, guys, because we saw a lot of shorts get liquidated, right? And now what's happening, look at all the shorts that have piled up after they all got liquidated on that last leg up. Since Bitcoin came back down here, the shorts, if we shoot back up to 122,600, 4.66 billion in shorts are going to get liquidated, guys. We are headed for another short squeeze in the near term here. If we drop down to 112,200, 2.86 billion will get liquidated. So don't be surprised to see a dump in Bitcoin down to around 112,000, 113, 112,000, liquidate $2 to $2.5 billion worth of longs, and then bam, a massive short squeeze to the upside, back up to around 122,000. That's 4.66 billion in shorts liquidated, guys. Do not mess with leverage in times like this. Why would you short Bitcoin at the beginning phase of the parabolic 5 months? That is insane. Talk about begging to be liquidated, right? Carlos, Rob, what's up, brother? You're the best man. Swift to the moon, baby. I got into XCN early because of you, and now Swift. Yes, exactly. Swift is still a good pickup right now. Yoko Juice picked up Mira. Nice. There you go. Old Hag, 50 push-ups for being late. Yes, absolutely. Leo, good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. All right, what else do we have? Let's get into this video here from Tom Emmer. Again, we're going to do the live stream later this evening, guys, but let's listen to Tom Emmer.
This week, we are delivering on President Trump's promise to make America the crypto capital of the world. For too long, digital asset innovation in this country has been stifled by ambiguous rules, instability, and the Biden administration's anti-crypto crusade. Now we have the opportunity to pass a comprehensive, nonpartisan digital asset legislation that will unlock the next era of American innovation, protect consumers, and strengthen the U.S. dollar. Where ambiguity and unclear jurisdiction have stifled blockchain innovation, the Clarity Act will create a much-needed regulatory framework for the digital asset marketplace. Doing this not only gives builders and firms the rules of the road, it also ensures consumers are protected against fraud and bad actors. And the Senate's Genius Act will peg stablecoins to a stable currency like the U.S. dollar, opening the door for the United States to lead the world in digital finance. The House will also vote on our anti-CBDC Surveillance State Act, which bans the Fed from issuing a central bank currency. Under the Biden administration, financial surveillance gained a foothold in the United States as they explored the creation of a central bank digital currency. CBDCs are already used by governments like the Chinese Communist Party to monitor, track, and judge the financial actions of its citizens. A CBDC would be nothing more than a surveillance tool that could threaten our very way of life. We can't let that happen. These three nonpartisan bills are the culmination of years of work in Congress and especially in the House. Together, they're going to launch America to the top of the digital asset innovation world and fulfill our promise of making America the crypto capital of the world. We've waited long enough. We must take hold of this opportunity now. This is the week. And with that, I turn it over to our leader.
I don't put a lot of weight in the whole anti-CBDC thing because, in my opinion, all they're going to do, they're going to make stable coins in the U.S. basically do the exact same thing that people are scared of CBDCs, right? So they're just going to have CBDCs eventually, but they're going to call them stable coins. That's all that's going to happen there, right? So, you know, kind of like a false sense of security there, but he's absolutely right about the Biden administration continually attacking crypto. Absolutely agree with that. Absolutely. Ramona, another YouTube channel you would pair really well with for a collab is 3T Warrior Academy. Please check it out. I've seen their stuff before. I don't mind their channel. I like them, I guess. They're okay. They talk a lot of XRP though, right? From what I understand, they're very, very heavy XRP type channel, which is good. I like XRP. Yeah, I'll check it out. I'll check it out for sure. All right. What else do we have? Jason, friend introduced me to your channel. Well, welcome aboard, my friend. Welcome to the family. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. Kaylee says, I don't see how the U.S. could ever be #1 in the world for crypto without having no capital gains tax. Well, that's the direction they're trying to go in, right? And I agree with you, because there are other countries right now who have low to zero capital gains tax on crypto. And the reason that countries are doing this, like El Salvador, for example, just using them as an example, is because young people from the United States and Canada who become millionaires in crypto and are tired of paying 50 to 66% capital gains tax on their money, then they're moving to these other countries like Dubai, El Salvador, Taiwan, like all these other places that are crypto friendly and capital gains tax friendly. And what's happening is the reason that they're having, it sounds like, well, why would they have zero capital gains tax or very low capital gains tax? They're not going to make money off these people. They're thinking about their economies, guys, right? So if you get 10,000 millionaires from across the United States and Canada who are in crypto, who move to El Salvador, for example, that's a lot of money leaving the United States and Canadian economies and flowing into El Salvador's economy. That's why they're doing it. So I agree with you that the U.S. needs to, and Canada too, needs to have extremely low or no capital gains tax on crypto if they want to be global leaders in the digital asset space. I agree with that 100%. James, hello. I joined the Patreon a while ago. Just haven't talked to you. I want to know what you think of Caspa. James, I have a massive bag of Caspa, my friend. I am extremely bullish on Caspa. I don't talk about it often because, I mean, really, people just don't watch the videos when I talk about Caspa. But yeah, we got into Caspa on this channel like 2 years ago when it was like below a penny. I hold a massive bag of Caspa. Absolutely bullish on Caspa. Ben, hey fam, how's the Russell and the M2 looking? I don't think we looked at the Russell, eh? The Russell was looking kind of building a bit of a bull flag, to be honest with you, on the Russell. Or a bull pennant, I mean. Hang on a second here. The Russell. So yeah, if we go over to the Russell, kind of building, getting ready for another breakout here. Building that base up, the next leg up for the Russell if it breaks out of here. I mean, you're probably looking at a move to. That's a significant move, man. Significant move from where we are now. That's about 8.15% move on the Russell. That's pretty good, man. That's pretty juicy. I'll take it. I will take it. Let's get into this next story. Ramona says, please like and subscribe. Yes, absolutely. What do we got? 370 people watching, and we have 179 likes, guys. Let's get it to 200 likes. We can do it. Like Ice Cube says, guys, you can do it. Put your back into it. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Just hit the like button. Get us to 200. Ethereum ETFs, top 5 billion. BlackRock's ETHA just hit a record week. I'm telling you, alt season's coming, man. Or the parabolic phase of the market, whatever you want to call it, it is coming. I think we're going to run up very nicely between now and the end of August. Bit of a correction through September, and then blow off top through October, November, and then it's bear market, baby. Ethereum exchange traded funds surpassed predictions in mid-July with net inflows exceeding $5 billion, just 12 trading days after topping $4 billion. This milestone demonstrates Ethereum's growing popularity among institutional investors and marks a significant shift in perception regarding the asset's long-term utility and stability. Can Tectum make a comeback, Max? Yeah, I think so. A record-breaking rush into Ethereum ETFs coincides with a larger surge of cryptocurrency acceptance by traditional finance. According to Crypto Slate statistics, Ethereum-based ETFs increased by more than $1 billion in a little under 2 weeks, a much faster rate than previous months. This trend is being driven by increased regulatory clarity and investor demand of Bitcoin alternatives that nonetheless provide strong on-chain value. BlackRock's iShares Ethereum Trust has emerged as the major participant. That's not a surprise. BlackRock's ETF is always leading the way. It doesn't really matter what it is, right? Beyond the inflows, ETHA currently owns over $2 million worth of Ethereum. 2 million Ethereum, not $2 million. According to accounting to around 1.65% of Ethereum's circulating supply. According to Allinvest and Root data, the fund now has more than $5.5 billion in assets under management. Collectively, all spot Ethereum ETFs in the United States now manage more than $13.5 billion, or approximately 4% of the entire market cap, Ethereum's market cap. But wow, you have more viewers than Vision Channel is growing super fast. Yes, 374 viewers right now, 188 likes. Come on, guys, we're getting close to 200. Let's get it. Any idea how the shirt for the Patreon members is going to look like? I put a couple of examples over on the Patreon already of ideas. So yes, check them out. Check them out. I haven't come up with a final yet, but I'm working on it. This expanding ETF presence indicates a significant liquidity shift as Ethereum is increasingly held in institutional-grade custodial systems rather than freely circulating. Market experts believe this might contribute to long-term supply tightening and impact Ethereum's price trend, particularly as ETF buyers are often long-term investors. While Bitcoin ETFs continued to dominate the U.S. crypto ETF market, with BlackRock's IBIT leading the charge, Ethereum's ETFs are quickly catching up. Last week alone, Ethereum funds received approximately $990 million, the fourth highest weekly inflow ever recorded for Ethereum, according to Crypto Slate. Ethereum ETF flows now account for around 10% of Bitcoin's ETF inflows, indicating a growing parity in investor interest. Notably, on July 11th, ETHA received its single largest daily inflow. So basically, guys, Ethereum ETFs are climbing at a record pace right now. It's getting scooped up off the market, and that is a good sign for your altcoins. All right, what else do we have? NVIDIA China return adds more fuel to AI. Capex fire, says Morgan Stanley.
Yes, right now for his take on the markets is Mike Wilson. He's Chief Investment Officer and Chief U.S. Equity Strategist for Morgan Stanley. And Mike, it's great to see you.
Morning.
Before we talk more broadly, can you just comment on NVIDIA, what that means maybe for tech companies writ large?
Yeah, I think this is back to the issue we've been dealing with. Is like what's going to be sanctioned, what's not going to be sanctioned. I mean, the 232, like what's going to be carved out. So this is a step in the right direction for semiconductor companies broadly, I would say. And let's not forget that they took a large write down for those same chips.
$5.5 billion just a few months ago.
And now apparently they can sell them. So that's going to be a huge positive kick to margins, going forward. And look, one of our big themes this year as we came in was that AI CapEx was going to slow, decelerate, and then all of that troughed in April. And I think that explains a lot of the sell-off in the first quarter and a lot of the recovery. It doesn't get a lot of attention, though. People are focused on tariffs, they're focused on other things that are going on. But the AI CapEx cycle has been very important for the overall market direction, first down in the first quarter and then the recovery in the second quarter. And this deal or announcement, I think, is just more fuel to that fire.
What do you think overall? I know that you believe the one big beautiful bill was very positive to have that passed. And I think you are writing off a lot of the worst headlines for tariffs at this point too.
Well, that's right. I mean, I think we had a lot of bad news in the first quarter. Once again, there were many headwinds to growth. A lot of those, some of those were policy driven, some of those were not policy driven, and they all seem to sort of bottom in the April period. So the market has moved on from tariffs as the worst is behind us. It doesn't mean that we don't still have bad news or issues in front of us, but it's moving beyond that. And the big, beautiful bill did sort of wrap up a lot of the things that are now going to lead to positive things for earnings growth, both in the second half of this year and into next year. So as we said at the beginning of the year, President Trump came in, he's like a new CEO. They kitchen sink things, right? They did all the growth negative things first. And I think the big, beautiful bill is part of that positive transition now to really earnings growth more so than economic growth. And I think the market understands this. This is why people are very confused about why is the market up? Why is the market up? Well, earnings revision breadth has turned straight up. We've been talking about this for 3 months, and the big, beautiful bill only supports that view further.
Earnings, we're just starting to hear the first of the banks reporting now. I think earnings growth of 3 or 4% is anticipated overall. You think it's going to be better than that or not?
Yeah, I mean, these companies manage these earnings, so I'm very confident they'll beat by 4 or 5% as typical. And here's the key for earnings. I think the first 2 quarters we didn't see the impact of tariffs because companies sort of pre-bought a lot of goods, and so we're not seeing the flow through to the cost of goods sold. If there's going to be an earnings risk story, it's probably in the third quarter, but it's back end load. Financials don't have impact from tariffs, right? It's going to be in the consumer goods space, and those companies tend to report in the back half of the earnings season. So I think August is going to be the period where we could have some sort of corrective activity around the earnings, but that's a pause because my view is that earnings are going to reaccelerate in the fourth quarter into 2026.
Mike, you know, President Trump is he does things that are unexpected. Some people think that's a benefit with our enemies not knowing what the heck he might do at any time. But one thing that seems consistent is if Jensen Huang goes in and says, look, NVIDIA is going to be severely hurt if we can't do that. Or if Tim Cook goes in and says, look, if we can't build our iPhones right now in the United States without them costing, he seems to be, you can talk to him, and if it's about business and about companies succeeding, even with tariffs, I think if the big three come and say, look, you're doing this, you got to carve this out for us if we're getting seats from Canada. He seems to err on the side of trying to help businesses. Can we count on that? That would be nice if we could count on that.
Well, I think we've learned that over 2 terms now, right? I mean, then the market is onto this idea that, yeah, it's a negotiating strategy to go way over here, and then there'll be carve-outs, right? And things like rare earth metals, right? It's another one, and the magnets. I mean, that's another one where they're making concessions.
No one really wanted to deprive everyone.
Well, so then the question is, from when it comes to tariffs, what do you think we ultimately get or not?
Yes.
And by the way, though, if we all know this, don't our trading partners know this too?
And then they don't negotiate.
They do, but
don't they look and go, this, right?
Yeah, but that's why I think the market is saying that we're going to settle somewhere in the middle. So my view personally has been for a while that this is going to end up looking like a 10% consumption tax, sort of like a VAT. And the idea there is that it'll be shared between exporters, importers, and consumers kind of equally. We can live with that. And that's what I think the market has settled on. Could I be wrong about that conclusion? Sure. Could there be situations where it's a little bit worse, perhaps maybe with Vietnam or some of these other countries, maybe even China? But at the end of the day, if we can collect 10% tax on all imports, that's $400 billion a year. I mean, that's real revenue, right? I think that's the goal here, is that it's a revenue generator. Okay, we can live with this. It's a shared tax across those 3 constituents, and businesses will figure it out. And I think that's why the market it's not complacent. It's just that's where it's settling.
It's crazy how much the markets thought that tariffs were going to destroy the economy back in March, the overreaction. And it's like, we still haven't seen any negative really effects. It's crazy. Jeanette, hey Rob and everyone, I'm back with a new computer, which I hopefully won't crash. Well, hopefully not. Rob, we have a pause on 662/3% of capital gains. So we're still only paying 50% until January 1st. Well, that's good news. I didn't see that. But did they pass that bill, though? It still has to be passed into law, right? Otherwise, we're still being illegally charged. Braveheart, good afternoon, Rob and Crypto Future fam. We continue to be in an accumulation phase for some of these gems. My bags are starting to plump up. That's what, yeah, my portfolio is higher than it was yesterday. Your guys' should be too if you're holding the right kinds of coins. And if you're not holding the right kinds of coins, you better get over to the Patreon, guys, because we can teach you everything you need to know. Ben, now stop, subscribe, and listen. Rob is back with some BTC wisdom. Like it, baby. Absolutely, man. What do we got? 402 people watching, 203 likes. We hit 200, guys. Thank you so much, as always. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys. All right, we'll go back and have another look over at the Bitcoin charts. Let's have a look at that. Before we do, though, guys, why not? Why not give a quick shout out to the channel sponsor, Decent Biometric Wallet. Not your keys, not your coins, guys. Use our link down below. Get a phenomenal deal. Keep your crypto safe. Keep it off of exchanges. All right. Let's go back to the Bitcoin chart to wrap things up here. Yeah, so we wicked down to the bottom of my little thesis here of the bull pennant. Right to the bottom, retested it. We wicked back up. It's going to be very, very crucial to see where this daily candle closes. I mean, I say that, but it's not really that crucial, I suppose. I mean, we still have a lot of week left in this week. So, where it closes on Sunday is really what matters. I think we'll end up closing this week green, personally. I think we're doing the retrace right now before we take off, guys. That's why I got my big flashy yellow arrow there. That's where we're headed, okay? So, guys, like I said, I got to get over to the Patreon. I got some coaching mentorship calls I got to do. Get over there. Get yourself booked into our mentorship program, guys. It's free as a Patreon member, so check that out. We're also live over there every day. I also have to do our daily altcoin picks as well. So much over there. Microcap gems. Massive community, thousands of people always helping each other. Open mic Friday nights, so much more, guys. Get the education. We're here to give you the tools you need to succeed in this space. So help me help you. Get over to the Patreon, guys. It is less than a cup of coffee. If you were to get a cup of coffee every day for a month, you would be paying less for the Patreon than you would be for a cup of coffee, and you will make way more. Most people just made a fortune on the swing trade that we just did, guys. So check it out and so much more. Get involved in our swing trades and so much more, guys. Ramona says, great job on the likes. Absolutely, guys. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Ramona. All right, guys. I will see you guys later tonight, 8 p.m. Central. We're going to live stream the congressional hearing that happened earlier today on these crypto bills. So make sure you guys are here for that. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. Patreon link is down below in the description. It's in the chat. It's in the pinned comments. It's everywhere you want to be. I'll see you guys in the next one. God bless.